This is Every Man 2K, content creator of Everybody Loves Strong Mama Chrissy and SONCERAE. I would like to thank you for sharing your time with me today. Shout out to all my chat room members and listeners who may be listening in your car, in the kitchen cooking, working out, or just listening while you work. Your time is greatly appreciated. Make sure you hit thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and set it to all. Again, I thank you and I hope you enjoy this presentation. This is Every Man 2K. This is Freaknik 1994 at Piedmont Park, Atlanta. My toes are pedicured in Timberland sandals. I am poloed down with polo Bermuda shorts, polo t-shirt, polo cap, and a hoop earring in my left ear. Now, even though I'm poloed down, I'm wearing heel figure cologne. Because for whatever reason, that heel figure cologne emanating off my chest and off my shoulders is that candy. It's that lick. Now, I just met the girl to the left of me. She is a senior at Spelman, and she want to know how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. I tell her 30. She say I give you 50. Ladies and gentlemen, I am anxious to give you the rest of this story and more about Freaknik and dating in Atlanta in my series Storytime with Ebony Man 2K. But as I mentioned in previous videos, as I step up my game, I ask that you step up yours. My donations right now are not bad. The same people are donating modestly, and I appreciate their support morally, spiritually, and financially. But now it's time for you to step up and join the fold. Whenever you get to a comfortable spot with me and your finances, I ask that you consider donating to support me in my efforts with this channel. I have already created an entertaining collection of videos on SONCERAE, Strong Mama Chrissy, the Mamiana Gang, the Viper Pit, and Good Vibes Only music sessions. You can go to my playlist right now to see I ain't lying. And if I add story times with 2K, it will require additional production costs with the sorting and management of hundreds of media files. And let's be clear now. My stories are valuable. I have landed deals after sharing my stories with clients. I have been the talk of dinner parties with my stories. And I have kikied my way with some high caliber women with my story times. If I start these story times, you will not get enough of Ebony Man 2K. Now, I will leave you with my Cash App and PayPal handles later on in this video. The links to my PayPal and Cash App are in the description box below and at the top of the comment section. You can also super chat me if you choose to do so. And soon, I will be offering a membership option through Google Pay. All right, folks, let's get to what we came in for. I will add replays for those who came in the premiere late, and I will be available in the chat room for those who have any questions or just want to chop it up with me and others. All right, let's go. This is Every Man 2K, host of the channel with the same name and content creator of Everybody Loves SONCERAE, located in my playlist from my homepage. The video SONCERAE did earlier last week was the official resurrection video where she explained the situations involved in her debacle. But more than that, the examples of the delusion, manipulation, ignorance, stupidity, self-victimization, and all of the evil things that embody SONCERAE were represented in that video. Well, this video she did last night was an extension of that hot mess. I will leave a replay of this video for those who came into the premiere late, and I will be hosting the chat room for discussions and any questions that you may have. All right, let's get it.
That's why we are here today. Should have changed simp for good woman to the high value man. Okay. Let me ask you a question. What's the difference between a simp and a high valued man? What's the difference? Because every time I see like Dusties talking about this person is simping, that person is simping, it's always a man who feels comfortable with doing something positive for a woman that they calling a simp. Like when you look at men, like let me give you an example. And the only reason why I'm giving you examples is because these are people that you know. I can't talk to you about people that's in my real life because you don't know these people. So I can't really give you an example of like some people. I could be like, yo, my friend Tony and his husband Tiffany, his wife Tiffany. I can't do that because y'all don't know who I'm talking about. So I use celebrities. I use people on the television. I use people that you know as an example so you can understand where I'm coming from. So when we talk about Sierra, Russell Wilson, and Future, a lot of men think that Russell Wilson is a simp. But why do they classify Future as the high value man? Are they saying that Future is the high value man because Future has the quantity of women? Because Russell Wilson has more money than Future. He treats Sierra much better. He's a better father. He's a better person. But they classify him as the simp. That's what I don't understand. And I think it's like the Dusties have it confused about what a high valued man is. Jeannie Mai got dragged for being submissive. Let me tell you something about MJ while you're talking about Jeannie Mai. It's already bad enough. Let me tell you why she's getting dragged. It's deeper than that. It's not just that she's talking about getting submissive. It's the fact that when a woman like Fantasia, y'all know Fantasia, the singer Fantasia. The singer Fantasia was doing an interview and was talking about submitting to your husband, right? And none of these men said anything. None of these black men was like, go Fantasia. Fantasia didn't suddenly become a hashtag. All right? But the second a non-black woman starts talking about submitting to her man, now suddenly black men want to use that opportunity to drag black women and say, y'all dragging Jeannie Mai for talking about submission is why black men don't want to date black women. We want to date, as black men, we want to date Asian women and non-black women because they feel more comfortable with submitting. I think that's bullshit. Jeannie Mai wants to submit to Jeezy because Jeezy's a guy worth submitting to. It isn't about her being Asian. Because just when you look at the context of Jeannie talking about submission, she's talking about how dominant she is as a woman. And I said I could relate to this. I was talking about this in the video that I did the other day. I can relate to this. I'm a dominant woman. I dominate everything. I'm a businesswoman. So when I'm handling business and shit around me, when I get home and I get with my man, I want to be fragile. I want to be chilling. I want him to take lead. I don't want to have that in all aspects of my life. I don't want him to lead everything. I just want him to lead the relationship that we're in. And then the rest of my life, the projects that I'm dealing with that is helping me improve as an individual, these are things that I dominate. These are the things that, I'm a powerful woman with. No man is going to have a power struggle with me inside of a relationship. And I think a lot of black men are afraid that if they get with these independent women who are dominant and they're like have their own boutique, they're going around here selling their makeup or their hair units or whatever it is that they're doing, selling real estate, doing taxes or credit or whatever is, women are out here doing as making us being able to generate income. I think men feel like they're no longer needed. And so when they meet these independent women, they already have this definition of submission in their mind, and they're already having this preconceived notion that this woman is not going to submit. And women who are strong and independent, they're coming into the situation, and their definition of submission is, yeah, I want to submit to my man. I want him to take lead, but I'm scared that if I do submit, I'm too fragile. He's going to take advantage of that and it's going to hurt me. That's how I be thinking. That's how I be thinking, man. I'm scared. I'm scared because in the past, it's like men have seen me as so dominant and so strong that they don't even give me an opportunity to be fragile. It's almost like they dehumanize me. And if I allow them to take lead in certain things, or if I'm submissive, or if I'm a little bit of docile or something like that, I get walked over. I know y'all heard me talk about before how in my early 20s, I used to be so fucking docile. I used to get beat. That's how docile I was. I used to get beat because I was so nice. Like, and they just took advantage of it. So as a woman, we be afraid to be nice to men, man. Where's the Cali woman that's money hungry? Listen, all women to some degree want money. You know, personally, for me dealing with my son's father and his broke ass, and how he handled me when I couldn't work, like I was pregnant, I got sick, I couldn't work, and I thought he was going to kick into gear and maybe get another job and try to help us stay stable. But instead, he was complaining about me not holding up my end. And I'm thinking to myself, you a man. You're supposed to take lead in this situation. You should be happy. I'm coming into the situation not expecting you to take care of this shit 100%. If I was a gold digger and I was expecting you to pay for everything, me and you wouldn't be rocking with each other because you was a broke blue collar nigga with no GED. So when I got sick and I couldn't work and I couldn't generate the same amount of money that I was generating before, this is when things got real tough. So as women, I'm just trying to encourage women, you know, pick right guys, man. Pick guys that got some finances. Pick guys that got decent jobs. Don't deal with guys that are over 30 that are quote unquote potentials. Or they got these dreams that they want to be. Like, I had this guy who kept calling himself a DJ. He kept saying his name was DJ X, Y, and Z. He was like, my name is DJ blah, blah, blah. And I kept saying, where your DJ equipment at? He been saying he a DJ for 10 years. Ain't DJ'd one goddamn party, but going around calling himself a DJ. And I kept saying, when are you going to really go do this DJ shit so you can make some bread, my dude? And he never achieved his goal. It's guys out here that you look at, you be like, all right, I'm gonna kick it with him because he want to be a business owner, he want to be rich, he want to be wealthy, he want to do this, he want to invest his money in this and this and this and this. But there's no guarantee that he's gonna execute those goals. I'm going to be honest with you. When you listen to the conversation of women, it seems as if it's all about getting what you can get out of a dude, and that only makes dudes not want to hold you down. Okay, so I just gave you real entertainment news. So I was just talking about my son's father, right? And I'm talking about my son's father simply because he's the last relationship I had, and that was like almost 4 years ago, right? So I never came to him on some, what could you give me? And that's the biggest problem right there for everybody. You have to be selfish enough when you come in a situation to be like, what are you going to bring to the table? What are you going to bring to this situation? Because if I'm bringing something to the table and I'm carrying this situation all by myself, it's going to drain me and we're going to end up broken up anyway. I'm not saying come into the situation and only expect for somebody to be giving you something. I'm saying be selfish enough to also cover your own ass. Don't come in the situation like I did with my son's father and not really require much from him other than going on dates, buying me stuff, being honest, being cool, chilling, being there when I need him, basic stuff. I should have used all of the other standards and requirements I used with other guys before he came. Because I was big on, listen, if you don't have a college degree, I don't want to fuck with you. Because I got a college degree. Okay? If you're not making a certain amount of money, I don't want to deal with you because I'm making a certain amount of money. All right? If you don't do such and such and such better than what I do, I don't want to deal with you. That used to be my standards. So I was always meeting men who who had their own homes, their own cars. These were things I required. He always paid for the dates. I never really, like, I always felt comfortable with going with 50-50 if I had to, but it was never a requirement. With my son's father, I always paid 50-50. When I would go on dates with other guys, even though I had bread to pay for the date, these dudes would never let me do that because they took pride in providing for women. And that's the type of men I want to be with. I don't want to be with a man who requires me to have to pay 50-50 because he need me like a crutch. That's bullshit. So I see what you're saying, um, real entertainment news, but it's important that when we talk about holding each other down and finances are thrown into the picture, I still think that women should date men who have more money than them. Because I don't know, I think a man's masculinity is tested naturally if he's dealing with a woman who has more money than him. I think for some men, sometimes men can't handle that. That's what I think. I wish I could send this to my ex, but she didn't get it. What is treating a woman well in your eyes? Because that looks different. Okay, so for a man to treat me good, it's different from how other women may look at this. Like, you're saying real entertainment news. You're saying what is treating a woman well in your eyes? Because that looks different for every woman. Yes, that's very true. How I want a man to treat me is so because it's not just something as simple as I want him to open the door for me and I want him to give me flowers. Those are basic things. That's basic stuff. I want him to open the door for me, bring me flowers, uh, call me in the morning time, say good morning, uh, make my bed, wash my car sometimes, stuff like that. That's basic stuff. But when we start talking about what I need for my soul and my spirit and my mind, that's a whole nother level of me requiring something for a man because I always want to be in a relationship with somebody who can teach me something. Someone who can help me improve. If he can't help me improve in some type of way, I don't want to rock with him. And I do mean mentally, spiritually. If we can't pray together, if we can't have an intellectual conversation where he teach me something I don't even know, I can't be with him. I can't be with him at all. Mark told me not to date a man that don't know what 7 times 8 is. What's 7 times 8? Who in here know what 7 times 8 is? And don't go Googling it. You gotta know what 7 times 8 is off the top of your brain. If you don't know what 7 times 8 is, then I can't fuck with you. You know? So um the kids have destroyed the original definition of simp. What do you mean the kids have destroyed the original definition? You mean the millennials? I wouldn't consider Future high value either. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know who would consider Future a high valued. I mean, I don't know why. Real men don't walk over real women. I know that's right. I know that is so right. Have you discussed hypergamy? Yes, I have discussed hypergamy, but I haven't discussed hypergamy recently. I haven't talked about hypergamy in 4 years. Um, I made a whole entire video about it. To me, dating above, like dating up for women is better for us. I want y'all to think about this. There are a lot of women who are inside of, I have this group for black single mothers on Facebook. And it's a lot of married women on there. And it's a lot of divorced women on there. It's a lot of married women inside of my single moms group who feel like they're a single mother because they take care of their kids alone. When women get married, we put on so many different hats and take on so many different jobs. If we gonna sit here and bear children and take care of children and cook and clean and all of these responsibilities, right? We need to make sure that the man that we're dealing with can handle that one thing, which is provide me with a place that I can do all of these things at. You need to be able to create a home, purchase a home, always keep enough money for me to maintain this home and put me in a position to where I can take care of these children. And in order for me to take care of children as a wife, and for me to be able to be a good mother, I have to have the resources and the tools to do so. Children are extremely expensive. When niggas is out here complaining about paying $60 a week or $86 a week, I be looking at these niggas like they're crazy. These men have a mental illness. Do you guys realize how expensive children are? $60 a month, which is what I get in child support right now, pales in comparison to what I need to help me take care of my son. $60 a week is damn me filling up the tank in my car for 3 days. Do you understand that? That's helping nothing as far as my son goes. So when we talk about hypergamy and we talk about women dating men who are financially in a better place, or when people look at these men as society looks at these men as better men or high value men, yeah, I mean, I see why women want to do that, because we don't benefit from marriage as much as men keep trying to make it seem like we do. There is no benefit out of marriage. You know, men, you guys cannot bear children. Y'all can't do half of the stuff, men can't do half of the stuff that women are required to do inside of a marriage. Do you guys realize how hard it is to be a wife? I don't think these dudes get it. I don't think dudes get it. I really don't. Let's see. Bob the Builder. You build him up, he'll be back around. First of all, don't nobody got Trinity. You said let Bob the Builder hold him down. After she builds him, he'll be back around to who he really wants. Trust. Thank you, Trinity Time Travels. Let Bob the Builder hold him down. After she builds him, he'll be back around to who he really wants. Kanye said it best. Remember? He moved up to the fries. He went from mopping floors to moving up to the fries. And then he ended up leaving this chick who held him down for a white girl. Come on, man. Leave your ass for a white girl. Right? Right? Which religion are you today? I'm the same religion I was yesterday. 4 years ago. I'm Buddhist. I have a lot of metaphysical beliefs. I'm not flippy floppy with my religion. Um, who is, I don't know what that is. I can't read that. Um, you provide women with everything and money. She would complain that you work too much. Okay, so men, just how hard it is, IGS, you're saying that, so we can be clear. You're saying men provide for women with everything and money. If you do that as a man, your woman will complain that you work so much. Okay, now you see how we as women, I told you, men don't even know how hard it is to be a wife and a mother. Men want us to be a wife and a mother and still go out there and go to work too. Just being a wife and mother and that's it is very hard, but to add on your job on top is so much to juggle at one time. All right, it is so hard to be a mom and a wife and keep a full-time job. That is just, women do it, but it's harder than you think. We make it look easy, but it's not easy. So one of the hardest things that husbands have to deal with is being able to juggle work and also being present. Women want you to be present around your children as well. You can't work so hard that you forget taking care of your family altogether. You have to find a healthy balance. You have to be able to work and come to the basketball games for your children, come to birthday parties, be there when your kids need you. Because those are the memories that your children are going to hold on to as they get older. Your presence is so much more important, if not equally important, than how much money that you're bringing in. You have to do both. It's a juggling thing. It's hard for some men. Some men can't handle that. But that's the reality of the situation. You have to be able to do both. That's why it's important to be patient and see who you really want to deal with and understand what you will deal with, period. That's true. Now, here's the thing. Being patient, right? I used to have this 90-day rule, right, where I wouldn't even have sex with guys. And this just eliminated a lot of bullshit, let me tell you. It eliminated a lot of fuck boys. Just me having a 90-day rule. It just helps a lot. But what a lot of women need to understand is a man will wait 3 months. You understand? A man will wait a year. A lot of men will know you have a 90-day rule and think you put this rule on them as a form of control instead of you using it as a guideline to help yourself. And they'll sit down and wait and still play you. And then sometimes you did what you're supposed to do as a woman, and then y'all ended up breaking up, and that has nothing to do with you. It could be something that he was dealing with all along. So when we talk about having patience, right? And people say, did you speed through the relationship? Did you go slow through the relationship? To me, there's no specific time frame for you to get a specific, like to get a certain amount of success. There are people that only known each other for a month, got married, and been married for 30 years. There are people who dated for however long, and then the year they got married, it went downhill from there. So each person different as far as time frame goes. I noticed that. $60 a week. I might just tell him to keep that. Take it. Listen, Christina, I keep forgetting to do this, but I keep saying I'm going to modify my child support. But my child support is $60 a week. It's a damn shame. I got some footage of him. Like, somebody sent me some footage of my son's father in Panama City Beach over the weekend. And the footage actually pissed my mother off because my mother was like, this man hasn't paid his child support in 3 weeks. It's only $60 a week. He hasn't paid his child support in 3 weeks. It means he's unemployed because the pay comes out of his check. His pay is garnished. So it isn't that he's going to the child support office and paying it himself. It's garnished from his check. So if it hasn't come in 3 weeks, or maybe something's changed, maybe he has a new job or something, a lot of times it'll come once a month. So I'm trying to tell my mom, like, calm down. It might just come next month, one payment a month, because it used to come $269 was the total. All right, it used to come monthly, and then it started coming weekly. And so it's just depending upon, I guess, his whatever arrangement he made. I'm not sure. So I'm trying to get my mother to be. I'm like, Ma, it's only $60 anyway. And I keep telling myself I'm gonna go modify child support, but I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting to go do it. Like, I got other shit to do. I keep forgetting to do that shit. I only got $600 a month for child support after my divorce, and he got a better job when he remarried to better support his current wife. A lot of women don't realize that once they marry these men, the court factor in how much the wives are making too. So the child support payments get bigger. The child support payment I'm getting right now is low because when I found he was unemployed. He's been working ever since. But I don't think he's ever made as much money as I have. I make more money than him. So the payment is so low because of that. I am required to pay for 67% of my son's finances, and that's court ordered. And that's 70% damn near. And simply because I make more money than my son's father. And I just keep forgetting. I forget that I don't get the check weekly sometimes. I forget because it's such a little bit amount of money. If I don't go look into my son's account and see if it's grown, I forget. Because I don't really use it. You gonna vote for Trump? I'm not telling you who I'm voting for. It's 61 people inside of my chat. Can you please thumbs up the chat, please? I appreciate you being in here. Thumbs up the chat. They want us to have their back, but yet they don't understand it is a healthy balance. Like, we have to juggle. Yeah, we wear different hats. Yeah, all of it is everybody juggling. You know. It ain't free to go to Panama Beach. Use that footage. Okay, Lakeisha, here's what the person that sent me the footage of him in Panama City Beach told me that he was around, it looked like he was around his relatives because the people that he was with looked like him. I was like, okay, well, he maybe he went on a family trip and his family paid for it. My mother was saying the same thing you saying, Lakeisha. She was like, this nigga ain't paid child support in 3 weeks and he out here on some beach somewhere. You know? She was so mad about that. And she was like, he got a son he got to take care of and he ain't send no money and all this. And I said, did it ever occur to you that maybe somebody else is paying? Maybe some chick he with, or maybe his family members are paying. I don't care what he doing on his own time. I just care that he take care of his son. And he's never met our son. Our son too. Our son will be 3 in May. And they haven't met yet. And so a lot of other mothers be like, don't feel bad. Your son will have a man in his life. A man is going to come into your son's life and love your son. It's better that your son has no father than a bad father. I was like, I believe that may be true. You got to get his stimulus check report and garnish his cash apps and super chats. Child, first of all, he ain't no damn YouTuber. So, you said super chat. Trinity, you said super chat like he on YouTube. Has anyone gotten checked for child support from stimulus of deadbeat dad? I don't know. That's a good question. I never actually figured out, do any of the women around me did they get a piece of a stimulus check? Um, I mean, when we call this dude a deadbeat dad, like when we
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sugarfoot Love. We are down here at the SONCERAE OnlyFans facility. And hear me when I tell you, everything must go. SONCERAE has been all over the place in prices for the last few weeks. You heard Ray ask for $5.99, $10.99, $15.99, $19.99, and the infamous 505. But today, it's liquidation time and everything must go. We talking about Photoshop pics with Ray's head on another body. We talking about half-ass Photoshop pics with missing arms. We talking about audio clips of her breathing hard like a fat woman. And yes, I said breathing with a V. Everything must go, people. I'm not playing. Her ugly dog got to go. That nasty attitude got to go. Her lying ass ways got to go. And let's not forget that funky ass black cardigan sweater. Baby, it's got to go. So come on down to SONCERAE's OnlyFans facility this weekend for this once in a lifetime liquidation sale. And make sure you tell them that Sugarfoot Love, the half brother of Reverend Lonnie Love, sent you down there. I wish you peace and hair grease. And watch out now.
call my son's father a deadbeat dad, I don't call him that. I don't call him that. And my reasoning behind it is kind of like, it isn't, to me, a deadbeat dad is a dad who promises they gonna be around and then don't be around. Right? That's a deadbeat dad to me. Um, this Negro has never been around. You know what I mean? He's never called to check on our son or anything. I'm not upset. I'm just more kind of like, like, okay. Like I'm upset with my son's father for a whole other reason. Like I just feel like I worry about my son. And that's why a lot of women are like, don't worry about your son. You'll get a husband. I almost got married this year, y'all. I was almost married again. I almost got married in June. I was about to be married. Um, I couldn't marry the guy I was dating. I couldn't marry him because I found out that he was addicted to drugs. And I don't mean like weed. I mean real drugs. Like he's doing. It broke my heart too because I've been dating him on and off since middle school. And it broke my heart when I found out he was snorting coke and he was doing PCP and he was doing it to um like hide his PTSD because he went to the military. He toured 2 times, and I really like. I almost married this man, and when I think about how many times I've almost got married, I be like, why is it always almost? It's always almost all the time. Sorry, I'm a new sub. Been watching your videos. I just came in because I seen you live. Oh, welcome, Queen and B. What's up? Welcome. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you coming in, especially with the positivity. I like how people coming in here with the positivity because anybody got something negative going on, we don't want that energy up in here. Mark will nicely block him. Mark will block you out. You're glad I'm alive? I'm glad I'm alive too, girl. I'm glad I'm alive. I don't know why people keep making up this rumor that I done went somewhere. That I done went to be with the Lord. I'm here. I am here. I hope nobody, what, I think, like I said in my other live streams, part of the reason why that rumor spread so wide was all my fault. It was all my fault because I should have just said something. But I was just so mad. Like, it was too much going on. California fires, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, COVID, Donald Trump. I mean, my kids, everything, work. I was like, I can't deal with this. All these rumors, people stalking and harassing my family. I was like, child, I need a break. I was like, I need a break. I was like, I can't, these people killing me. Yeah, people who are actually, right, I had family members dying of COVID. I was like, I cannot do this. My friends were dying. I was like, it was just so hard. And I do want to keep saying sorry to the people that support me. If you felt some type of way when I was gone and, you really thought I was gone, that is totally my fault. I take responsibility for not saying anything. So I don't want you to feel like I'm walking around here like careless. I really just needed my peace. I needed a moment. And when I heard somebody had spread this rumor, it just really upset me because I had been dealing with so much drama and it's always coming from YouTube. It's never, anywhere else. It's always because of some messiness on YouTube because YouTube is one of the low tier websites. It's almost like the world knows what YouTube is, but a lot of people a lot of crimes happen here. A lot of negativity is here on YouTube because YouTube is not very good about deciphering who is good here. The trolling, the negative content, stuff like that. YouTube is really bad about monitoring that stuff. And so a lot of people come onto this website and they get away with a lot of cyberbullying, a lot of cyber crimes, and those things don't happen on a lot of other platforms because a lot of other platforms have learned how to cut down on stuff like that. They all thought I was you. I said, let me listen in on her. Miss Chantel, what do you mean they thought? Who thought you? What? Who? You said they all thought I was you. I said, let me listen in on her. What? I'm sorry, but I can't stand females that have negative anger issues for no reason. Always positive vibes this way. I know that's right. Listen, those low vibrating, low energy people, I can't do it. I cannot do it. If you not coming in here with some positivity, I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to argue with nobody. I'm not doing none of that. Especially now with no females. Like, I'm putting up more content for females because I see that now it's 63. It was 70, but now it's more men are starting to look at my channel again, which is kind of disappointing because I just said that it was more women here. And so I want the fellas to be on OnlyFans, and I want the ladies to have their own space here on YouTube on my platform, because I noticed that a lot of poison gets into a lot of the spaces on YouTube, a lot of the communities on YouTube. So that's why I want to do my videos as members only. So it'll be just only for females. And then the fellas can be on OnlyFans. But I know I got some male supporters here, so I don't want to just leave y'all hanging. That was the reason why I began with OnlyFans. So y'all can go over there and everybody showing support. It ain't like I'm just having men pay for membership. I'm having the ladies pay for membership too. The ladies just paying for membership on YouTube, and the fellas paying for membership on OnlyFans. I gotta separate the two because there's certain things that men need to hear that women don't, and there's certain things that women need to hear that men don't. So I gotta separate it. I have to, because trying to put both men and women in one place has done nothing but cause a lot of chaos in my comment section, and I hate seeing that. That be annoying me. People being here arguing. Then it's been times where people have built friendships in my comment section and built relationships, Um, I'm sorry to hear that, Destiny, that you had somebody pass away from the pandemic. Yeah, me too. It wasn't, put it this way, the 5 months that I took off, I needed it because of so much pain and so much stuff that I was dealing with. So, Destiny, I hear you, girl. How is it being back in the game? I came back last month. You came back last month. I think it's because I only was gone for 5 months. I feel refreshed. I feel better. I was dealing with a lot when I left. And so now I feel like I shed some skin. And it's easier for me to ignore a lot of the hatred I see on here. Because a lot of the hatred I was seeing was bothering me. I kept seeing, like, it's okay for people to be out here having their opinion about other people, but these people were having opinions and then trying to ruin everybody's, like, communities. Like, I see no point. Like, if you, let's say, for instance, if you have an opinion about me, let's say Destiny, I mean, Real Entertainment News. Let's say you got an opinion about me. You decide you want to make a YouTube video about me, and everything that you're saying about me is bad, right? I'm like, okay, there's a certain way you can express yourself. You don't have to call me out my name. You don't have to degrade me. You don't have to disrespect me. You just go up there and say your opinion about me. But what I notice is a lot of people classify themselves as journalists, but they're not that. They're just getting onto these sites to say something negative just to be hurtful and to humiliate someone. And I seen that a lot of people were doing that, but was calling themselves journalists and was calling themselves like some type of vigilante trying to help somebody else out, but was reporting inaccurate stuff, putting out fake news, putting out harmful stuff, inciting hatred. These are things that I was dealing with before I left, and I'm not dealing with that now. Now it's easy for me to ignore the low energy because I'm higher up now. Like, it don't even bother me as much as it used to. So I'm just trying to build a more positive village around me this time, and I'm not settling for less than that. You heard me? By the voice. Oh, so Miss Chantel, me, you got the same type of voice? Okay, I might need to go to your channel and see. See. Um, yeah, projection, sin. The projection, yeah. And the rumors, like a lot of times when some people, instead of them doing a research, like if you notice, a lot of people don't research. They just go off something they heard. Like they consider the person that they listen to all the time this reliable source. And it doesn't mean, simply because you listen to this person all the time doesn't mean they're a reliable source. It still means that you need to continue to do some research about it. Like today, I just made a video. This video of all of the information that I put in here about men and what I thought, it's my opinion, it's my observation, it's my research, but it's still up to you to go outside this video and go get your own research and see if it matches. I was talking to you about Fabulous and Emily. I said they just had a baby. Now imagine if they just had a baby. Imagine me saying they just had a baby, and then you go look at other sources and you find out they didn't have a baby. Or you heard me talking about Sierra and Russell Wilson. What if I told you something about them two, and then you went somewhere else and did additional research and found out what I was saying wasn't even true? A lot of people have so much misinformation because they never went out there to look and do double research. Like you really, your favorite YouTuber, you need to make sure that what your favorite YouTuber is reporting is actually accurate, because it's a lot of content creators who are out here spreading misinformation about people. There was a content creator here on YouTube that kept saying Nicki Minaj had a daughter. I heard Nicki Minaj had a daughter. Just kept saying Nicki Minaj had a daughter, and then we found out 2 days ago, no, Nicki Minaj had a little boy. So it's just, you can't listen to something on here, something you heard, and not go fact check. And too many people don't fact check. They just want the hits, they want the views, they want the shock, they want the awe. They want the adoration. They want the likes. They want the people in their comment section. They need the attention so bad. They don't even double check and see if what they saying is even true. So a lot of rumors have spread about me because of that. And that was bothering me. So I was like, I'm going to stop sharing my life so much. Then y'all ain't going to have nothing to say. You know what I'm talking about? Queen and B. I never focus on the negative part of YouTube. It's hard not to focus on the negative part of YouTube when most of the black sector of YouTube is negative. How many positive content creators aren't there that aren't beauty gurus? They're just doing commentary. If you look at the black sector of YouTube, where it's people out here doing commentary and they're giving their opinion or maybe about the black community, how many of those people are positive? How many of those people motivate you and aren't about that drama? That's hard. The grown older folks on YouTube. Yeah, it's weird to me because the people that I see that act the worst are actually older. They try to bring you down to their level. Yeah, Miss Chantel, is true. Because and it's weird to me because it's just like when I look at the younger people out here, like the younger people seem to be a little bit more. I don't know. They just seem to be have a little bit better grasp on reality, I want to say. What about money paying reverse child support for paternity fraud? What about women paying? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That is a good idea. I think that, yeah. I think women, when they try to make it seem like a man is a baby's father and the man is not, I think women should be punished for that. Seriously. Because I think it will reduce the amount of unwanted pregnancies. If people had to pay the consequences of casual interactions, or because you would think that a casual interaction, a baby being brought into the world after a casual interaction would be enough consequences, but it is not. When you start digging into people's finances and stuff like that, it's different. So if you want to be out here and you want to be dropping it like it's hot on every single guy you meet, that's irresponsible as hell. That's like, how you get a parking ticket if you park somewhere you're not supposed to be parking? That's what needs to happen when you bring in women into this world. Babies into this world. And you're blaming men who are not the fathers of your children. I think you should pay for that. Toffee coffee. How do you feel about what your title says? Oh, Queenie, you wasn't around when I was talking about that. Because that was at the beginning, but I was just saying how I was tired of a whole bunch of relationship gurus telling women that cheating is part of the ups and downs of a relationship, and that if you want to have a successful relationship or marriage, you got to fight for your situation. And it just, to me, I feel like a lot of men are promoting that women have to suffer in order to get the type of love that they want. And I would like to normalize. Hey, Ashley, I would like to normalize women being treated, with respect and love, and not be cheated on, and just get that love and respect because of how they're treating their man, not how much stuff she can put up with. I'm starting to notice that a lot of women, they get the love that they want after they done put up with so much shit with a dude. That's bullshit to me. The money on YouTube is in the gossip. Big money in celebrity news and gossip. Well, what I notice is the people who are on the lower tier of YouTube, because you know it's levels to YouTube. So people who are on the lower tier of YouTube, like the street scum of YouTube, none of this stuff is really monetized. You know, they don't have ad suitability. So what they thrive off of is the donations that people give, like in the live chats and cash apps. And then you have the real people that do the news and gossip that used to make a lot of money, but now it's kind of difficult to make money because YouTube is also starting to demonetize that stuff. I used to try to do true crime. They won't monetize true crime at all. So a lot of the big YouTube content creators who have 1 million or maybe 2 million subscribers, how they're generating income is paid collaborations and sponsorships. Right now, matter of fact, 5 months ago, before I left YouTube, I had put 12 sponsorships and paid collaborations on hold because I felt like I was not in a position to do the content required to help sell these products. So it wasn't until recently that I finally realized, just recently, that if I cut out all of the bullshit that I was dealing with, like the complaining about the low energy people and stuff like that, it would bring me more paid collaborations, more requests for that. So that's why I've died down on the profanity. When I do live streams like this one, a lot of the times, if it has a lot of stuff in it that's making it to where it can't be monetized, I make it unlisted. So I just changed who I was. I made myself more commercial. And that's what I was trying to do when I met my son's father. I wanted my channel to turn into a family channel. But because he did what he did, it kind of like messed up the plan. Um, do you think a relationship will be easy? Oh, of course not. Do you think being in a relationship won't be too hard? But do you think it will be major challenges? I think all things have challenges. Everything. A job, a new friendship. The problem is people run or think that you're supposed to have ups in situations. Like sometimes relationships have ups and downs, but everybody got a limitation. That's what I was saying about that. Everybody got a limitation. There's that one thing that somebody will do that make you not want to be with their ass. There's that one thing. You don't think anyone could? No, I think plenty of people can be a real relationship guru. I gotta go pick up my daughter from work. That's what I was doing. I was sitting in the car. See, I was sitting in the car. I gotta go pick up my daughter from work. So, um, yeah, damn. I've been on here for 80 minutes. Y'all, listen, y'all got me doing these live streams longer than normal. Don't nobody want to be listening to a playback that's long as hell. I be seeing people live streams, they be 6 hours. I be like, I can't listen to this. It's too long. Y'all got me out here doing damn long ass live streams. Have you heard of Facebook ad program? Yeah, Facebook. Once you get like 10,000 likes on your fan page, you can get advertising dollars on Facebook. So yeah, I heard about that. To me, Facebook has too many privacy issues. You know what I mean? I think it's Sorry, I started driving. If y'all hear that, Facebook has too many privacy concerns. People were digging too much in my private life and they were using my Facebook. So that's another reason why I've been trying to just pull away from social media in general because people be all up in my business and shit. Like, here's my thing. You guys know I told my little 20%. I keep telling y'all I tell my little 20%, but people try to go the extra mile. They'll be trying to dox you, put up your damn court records, trying to see if you got a criminal record. Don't let you get married. They out here looking for your marriage certificate. Do a little shit like that, wondering where you live at and all this stuff. People was just too extra, so I was like, I gotta pull back. That's another reason why OnlyFans is good for me, because people can't lurk unless they pay to lurk. You know, you gonna pay me to lurk. You feel me? You gonna pay me to be a hater out here hating. Why am I blocked? I don't know. Are you blocked? Because I'm in, Tanika, you saying why are you blocked? Because you mentioned Nyla. I only asked the question. What was your question? I didn't see it. My moderator blocked. Well, if my moderator blocked you, you wouldn't be able to say what you're saying right now, dear. Apparently, they didn't block you. But let me listen. I don't like messy shit. I don't like messy shit, Tanika. So, if you coming in here and you trying to be messy and shit, I don't fuck with that. But if you want to ask me a question about Nala, it better make some damn sense. It better be a solution based question. If you coming in here to ask me some questions to make the beef between us like worse or something like that, or because Nyla supposedly has a problem with me. I don't have a problem with her. She supposedly had like this issue with me. I just think she gossip too much. That's my only thing with Nyla. So you better ask me some shit that that's worth it. Um, why would these people do that? Why be that? I mean, people just like that. People just messy. That's like asking some people why they commit crimes, or why they lie, or why they cheat, or why they people be having their dumbass reasons, and it may not make sense to you, but it damn sure makes sense to them. It be that, and you be looking like what? Cause see, I don't get what you gain out of trying to hurt or humiliate someone, but a lot of people take joy in being cruel. I don't. I don't think it's funny to be cruel to people. I don't think it's funny to be hurtful to people. A lot of people think that. They think it's like cute and shit, and they do it to get adoration. Nobody got time. I can get adoration and attention by doing something more positive. I don't have to like drag somebody. You know. Mark, did you block Tanika? Uh, you said on YouTube. What you saying? Hold on. On YouTube. Hold on. I gotta get on the highway. I can't look down it. Get on the highway. Getting on the highway. Wait, I'll read that in a minute. Hold on, wait. Okay, so what? I just asked why she's so concerned with you. I don't know. I don't know why she even cares. I think I don't know. To me, she's just weird. She's a weird person to me. Some people are just weird to me. Some people just, the way they handle themselves is strange to me. The way she handled herself, weird to me. I think I've always given her props. Like I got a whole other channel called the God Queen Live. On there, I've given her props before about being a good content creator and how she could make it so far if she stopped fucking gossiping. If she stopped being about that drama, she would make it so much further. But she just be about that drama, man, talking too much, and never admit to the fucked up shit she do. And it was her that was part of the reason why the rumor that I committed suicide spread, because she was the first person to put it onto her YouTube channel. But did I disrespect her for saying that? No, I flat out was like, listen, that's what she did. But she got mad because I said that's what she did. She didn't woman up to it and just be like, okay. But one thing I'm not going to keep doing is sitting here trying to have some type of weird beef with some women online. I'm not for that. Like, I'm here for some unity. We look stupid as hell arguing back and forth with each other on this platform. We got all these black men dragging us all over the damn world. So when people get on YouTube and they see me talking, the last thing they're going to see me doing is sitting here arguing with some girl on the other side of the internet. I don't even know Nala personally to have any emotions tied to her that are negative. So, I mean, fuck all the other nonsense. I got too much going on, like, to be worried about. I don't know. I wouldn't be concerned about me if I was her. I'd be the last person she'd be thinking about. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her. Let me see. Yeah, I'm sure. That's why I ain't in the chat. I'm like, let me drive a little bit, and then I come back in the chat in a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Is anyone doing it right there? I think that's her. I think people do it for the shock factor. Yep, they do it for the shock factor. Don about to get in the car, so yeah, I'm about to get out of here. Thank y'all for listening to me. Make sure you sign up for membership. Have vision and stay focused. Namaste. Hey, look, I didn't like to do it.
Why didn't you run me over? Let me get ran over.
What you mean? Run you over my car?
Yes.
Come on, man. Where you
Workers' comp, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sugarfoot Love. We are down here at the SONCERAE OnlyFans facility. And hear me when I tell you, everything must go. SONCERAE has been all over the place in prices for the last few weeks. You heard Ray ask for $5.99, $10.99, $15.99, $19.99, and the infamous $5.05. But today, it's liquidation time and everything must go. We talking about Photoshop pics with Ray's head on another body. We talking about half-ass Photoshop pics with missing arms. We talking about audio clips of her breathing hard like a fat woman. And yes, I said breathing with a V. Everything must go, people. I'm not playing. Her ugly dog got to go. That nasty attitude got to go. Her lying-ass ways got to go. And let's not forget, that funky-ass black cardigan sweater, baby, it's got to go. So come on down to SONCERAE's OnlyFans facility this weekend for this once-in-a-lifetime liquidation sale. And make sure you tell them that Sugarfoot Love, the half-brother of Reverend Lonnie Love, sent you down there. I wish you peace and hair grease. And watch out now. This is Ebony Man 2K. This is Freaknik 1994 at Piedmont Park, Atlanta. My toes are pedicured in Timberland sandals. I am poloed down with polo Bermuda shorts, polo t-shirt, polo cap, and a hoop earring in my left ear. Now, even though I'm poloed down, I'm wearing heel figure cologne. Because for whatever reason, that heel figure cologne emanating off my chest and off my shoulders is that candy. It's that lick. Now, I just met the girl to the left of me. She is a senior at Spelman, and she want to know, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I tell her 30. She say, I'll give you 50. Ladies and gentlemen, I am anxious to give you the rest of this story and more about Freaknik and dating in Atlanta in my series, Storytime with Ebony Man 2K. But as I mentioned in previous videos, as I step up my game, I ask that you step up yours. My donations right now are not bad. The same people are donating modestly, and I appreciate their support morally, spiritually, and financially. But now it's time for you to step up and join the fold. Whenever you get to a comfortable spot with me and your finances, I ask that you consider donating to support me in my efforts with this channel. I have already created an entertaining collection of videos on SONCERAE, Strong Mama Chrissy, the Mamiana Gang, the Viper Pit, and Good Vibes Only music sessions. You can go to my playlist right now to see I ain't lying. And if I add story times with 2K, it will require additional production costs with the sorting and management of hundreds of media files. And let's be clear now. My stories are valuable. I have landed deals after sharing my stories with clients. I have been the talk of dinner parties with my stories. And I have kikied my way with some high caliber women with my story times. If I start these story times, you will not get enough of Ebony Man 2K. Now, I will leave you with my Cash App and PayPal handles later on in this video. The links to my PayPal and Cash App are in the description box below and at the top of the comment section. You can also super chat me if you choose to do so. And soon, I will be offering a membership option through Google Pay. All right, folks, let's get to what we came in for. I will add replays for those who came in the premiere late. And I will be available in the chat room for those who have any questions or just want to chop it up with me and others. All right, let's go. This is Ebony Man 2K. We're about to go into our chat and music session. But first, if you would like to donate via Cash App, the Cash App ID is $EBMN2K. That's $EBMN2K. If you'd like to make a donation via PayPal, send it to paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. That's paypal.me/EBMNTWOK. And if you'd like to send it via Venmo, send it to @EBMN2K. That's @EBMN2K. Thanks.